I have something to tell you, Serena. What's up? I've got a boyfriend. Oh, really? That's great. I'm sorry, Serena. Huh? Why are you apologizing to me? Do you know who my boyfriend is? I have no idea. It's Jacob. Jacob? Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, that Jacob. I decided to date your fiancé. Stop joking around. I'm not joking, it's true. There's no way Jacob would cheat. We're already living together, and our wedding is just around the corner. But Jacob hasn't come home yet, has he? He's probably working late. He's been really busy with work lately. Working late? That's a lie. What? Jacob lied about having to work late. He's been coming to see me all this time. We're together right now. He said he's not going back to you anymore. That's impossible. Jacob would never cheat on me with my own sister. Isn't that exactly why he would? We all had dinner together a few times. Jacob, you, and me. I think he fell for me during those times. You've got to be kidding. Just from having dinner, he'd switch to you? You must have been the one who tempted him. He was the one who came on to me. Well, it's not surprising, right? When you put me and you side by side, it's obvious that I'm way more attractive. He's completely obsessed with me now. He says he wants to break up with you immediately. I want to talk to Jacob. No chance. Jacob doesn't want to see you anymore. That can't be. I'm his fiancé. That's in the past now. He told me he was happier with me. I can't believe it. Jacob is such an honest person. I can't imagine him betraying me. Even the most serious guy loses all sense when there's a young, beautiful woman in front of him. He's not that kind of person. You should give up. He's mine now. We're starting a new life together. What am I supposed to do? If I cancel the wedding now, there will be cancellation fees and it will cause trouble for a lot of people. Of course, Jacob will handle notifying the venue and the guests, right? I don't know anything about that. Excuse me? We're planning to disappear from your life, so good luck with everything else. Wait a minute. You're dumping all this on me? What else can I do? If Dad and Mom find out I took Jacob from you, they're going to be all over me about it. We're packing our things today and moving out together. I won't let you get away with this. Serena, you should just accept defeat already. You never stood a chance against me. Well, once Jacob leaves you, you're definitely going to be single forever. But hey, at least I'll be happy, so that's something. You've got to be kidding me. Bye now, Serena. I don't think we'll ever contact each other again, but take care. Watch over your cute little sister and your ex-fiancé's happiness from afar. Hey, Serena. It's Grace. Pick up the phone. Huh? Who is this? Who is this? Seriously? I'm your one and only sister. What do you want? That's cold. I finally reached out to you after so long. Yeah, it's been about 3 years since we last texted, right? But didn't you say you'd never contact me again? Yeah, but things have changed a bit. Changed? How? I'm getting married. Married? Don't tell me it's to Jacob. That's right. I'm marrying Jacob, your ex-fiancé. We're going to have a wedding with the guy I took from you. I see. Well, since you ran off with my fiancé, that's the least you could do. Exactly. So make sure to give us your blessings. I'm not planning to. The fact that you stole my fiancé hasn't changed. But come on! I'm your one and only Serena. You should be happy for me. If it wasn't for Jacob, I'd be genuinely happy for you. Oh, come on! I'm sorry, okay? I stole your first and only chance at marriage. But it's not my fault. Jacob and I fell in love. Honestly, I don't care about that anymore. It's been 3 years already. And really, you didn't need to tell me all this. Hey, don't say that. This isn't just a wedding announcement. What? Is there something else? I really want you to come to our wedding, Serena. What? How can you even ask that? Why should I attend the wedding of my ex-fiancé and the woman who stole him from me? Even if it hurts, you're coming. Attendance is mandatory. Or you could try that thing, you know? The one where a surprise guest shows up and steals the bride. But in this case, you could do the groom version. He'd reject you 100%, but wouldn't it be a fun performance? Absolutely not. I don't even want to attend, let alone do that. Don't be so stubborn. I'm not being stubborn. I don't want anything to do with the 2 people who betrayed me. You can be happy if you want, but don't involve me. Don't be so cold. You 2 were dating while I was preparing for my wedding. Yeah, so what? Why would I want to go anywhere near a wedding for 2 people who did that? Come on! I think there's something in it for you too. What are you talking about? It's because you'll never have a wedding of your own, right? So, don't you think it might be nice to at least experience the atmosphere of a wedding? As a guest, of course. That's none of your business. Yeah, anyway, I'll take that as a yes to attending. Don't decide that on your own. Shut up! Don't you dare defy me! Mom, did you hear about Grace's wedding? Yes, I'm shocked. After 3 years of no contact, suddenly she's getting married. And to Jacob, of all people. Grace just messaged me on WhatsApp about it. What on earth is she thinking? I can't understand her at all anymore. I've given up trying to figure her out. And on top of that, she told me I had to attend the wedding. You're kidding, right? That's so horrible. It seems like she really wants to push me to the edge. Why have you and Grace grown to hate each other so much? You weren't always like this. You used to play together all the time. I thought you were close as sisters. On the surface, yes. But she's always looked down on me. You're so ugly, I can't believe we're even sisters, she'd say. I got used to her mocking me, but I never thought she'd go as far as to steal my fiancé. And then they ran off together. I can't even imagine how much pain you went through. Maybe that just shows how much they truly loved each other. Well, I don't care about that anymore. I had put so much effort into planning that wedding. Your father and I were so looking forward to seeing you in your wedding dress. We thought you and Jacob made a perfect couple. That's in the past. It's over now. Is that so? So, what do you plan to do about the wedding? Well, I'm actually thinking of attending. What? Why would you? I could never do that. Of course, at first, I was emotional and turned it down. But the more I thought about it, the less bad it seemed. Do you have something in mind? Exactly. So I want you and Dad to attend the wedding too. All right. If that's what you want, then I'll go. Make sure you keep an eye on what happens with Grace. I understand. You've got a plan, haven't you? Yeah, I'll get in touch later. Grace, do you have a minute? It's about the wedding. What about it? If you're going to say you won't allow the marriage or that I should call off the wedding, I'm not listening. No, that's not it. I've decided I'm going to attend after all. Oh, really? Well, I wasn't going to allow you to skip it anyway. I want you to see for yourself how happy Jacob and I are going to be. Hey, Grace, can I ask you one thing? What is it? Why did you run off with Jacob? Huh? Well, if we didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to live with him in peace. I thought you, driven by jealousy, might barge in on us. So I figured the best thing was to physically separate you from him. Oh, no, I mean, why did you get involved with Jacob? As your sister, I've seen your past boyfriends. You've always gone for really good-looking guys, right? Jacob isn't that type. That's why I still can't believe you ended up with him. Oh, that? Yeah, I was surprised too. So, can you tell me why? At first, it was just to mess with you. What? Yeah, I was annoyed that you, who I thought was uglier than me, was getting married first. So I thought I'd sabotage your wedding by getting close to Jacob. You did it for that reason? That's right. I couldn't stand the idea of you, who never matched up to me, getting married first. So I figured I'd stir things up and ruin it for you. But then I realized he's actually a pretty good guy. Though he turned out to be a serious and honest man. What's honest about a man who cheats on his fiancée right before the wedding? Well, it's not every day that a beautiful woman like me comes on to a guy, so cut him some slack. Anyway, it started out as just a light-hearted thing. You ruined my happiness for such a trivial reason. Well, you were always below me in everything, yet you tried to stand out, so yeah. I see. Well, I'm glad I got to hear that. Oh, are you satisfied now? So you'll be attending, right? Just make sure to send me the invitation. Otherwise, I might not be on the guest list when I show up. Yeah, you're such a hassle. I'll send you the invitation. Thanks. Oh, and I'll be coming with my husband. What? Husband? Yes, I'll be bringing my husband along. I haven't properly introduced him to you yet. So make that 2 seats, please. You've got some guts, don't you? You've got to be kidding me. I'm not kidding. Is that so? Fine. I'll reserve 2 seats for you. And of course, you'll be giving gifts for 2 people. Of course. Look forward to it. I can't believe this! You're the worst! I should never have invited you! Oh? What's wrong? Thanks to you, my happy day is ruined! I'm sorry, but I have no idea why you're so upset. And isn't the ceremony about to start? Shouldn't you be focused on that? I don't care about that! How dare you show off like that? All I did was congratulate you both earlier. And you brought your husband along. But I told you I would. I never actually thought you had a husband. I figured you were just lying because you were jealous that I was marrying Jacob. I was sure my ugly sister would be single forever. How on earth did you meet your husband? He works in the same company, though in a different department, and we've been close for a while. After Jacob left me, I was really down, but he was always there to support me. And eventually, we started dating, and now we're married. We're still newlyweds, though. I can't believe you married a guy like him. Why does it matter? You're getting married too, Grace. No, I can't accept that you married such a handsome man. And he looks just like my favorite Hollywood actor. What was that about? Are you trying to rub it in my face? That wasn't my intention at all. I really just wanted to introduce him to you. Besides, I have no idea who your favorite Hollywood actor is. But I have to admit, I can hardly believe I ended up with such a good-looking husband myself. Honestly, the women in my company are pretty jealous of me. I've never experienced anything like this before. Well, that's no surprise. The guys you dated before were all pretty worthless. Don't say it like that. I was with people who had great personalities. Even Jacob, I thought he was a wonderful person until he betrayed me. And of course, my current husband is incredibly kind and thoughtful. The more time we spend together, the more I love him. He's just that charming. Oh, well, how about we get our two families together sometime? Wouldn't it be fun to have a barbecue or go camping? I really want to get to know your husband better. You can come, but just know that your charms won't work on him. I wasn't planning on that. Really, it felt like you used the same tactics to get close to Jacob. Well, why do you think my charms won't work on him? I'll listen for reference. Because I told him all about how you stole my fiancé. He thoroughly despises you. Damn it! You didn't need to tell him that. Anyway, trying to get close to my husband would be pointless. Just focus on building a happy life with Jacob. Of course! That was my plan all along. Good. Then I think I'll be heading out now. What? You're leaving already? I've introduced my husband, so that's enough for me. What? So you just came here to show off your husband? You got issues. I was unsure if I should come. I wanted to see what kind of faces you two would have while getting married. But I had no intention of blessing you. Then why did you come? Because I said you couldn't skip it. No, I figured you wouldn't send me an invitation unless I said I'd attend. The invitation? Why would you even want that? I've wanted to sue you both for a long time. Huh? Why? Because you trampled on my happiness. But we haven't done anything you could sue us for. Jacob ran off with you despite being engaged to me. That alone gives me grounds to claim damages. And there's the wedding venue cancellation fee and other expenses. I was planning to charge you for all of it. But the problem was, you completely cut off contact with us, and I had no idea where you were. Without knowing your location, I couldn't file a claim. Oh! Realized it, did you? That's why I needed the invitation. It had your address on it. I'll be sending you a certified letter demanding compensation, so make sure you pay up. What? So you said you'd attend just for that? Yes. I have no interest in having anything to do with you two otherwise. We're just trying to be happy together. And you think it's fun to harass us like this? Ask yourself that question. Did you have fun when you went after Jacob? Well, that's... You have your answer. We're sisters, so I'm sure we feel the same way. Hey, Serena, when Jacob and I ran off, he quit his job, you know? I know. He finally found a new job, and that's why we decided to get married. Well, good for you. And our life isn't going to be great right away, but we'll need a lot of money moving forward. So, you're asking me to let it slide? Yes. Absolutely not. Well, I'll be leaving now. Enjoy your wedding as much as you can. Because after it's over, you'll be facing some tough days ahead. You'd better make the most of today. Mom, help me! Grace, what's wrong? Serena's being so mean. I went out of my way to invite her to the wedding, and now she says she's leaving already. And on top of that, isn't the ceremony about to start? Should you really be texting me right now? Shut up! Don't you start saying the same thing as her. Anyway, she's saying she's going to sue us. Sue you? Yes, she's demanding compensation for breaking off the engagement. I see, but that's understandable. What you two did is something that can't be overlooked. No, you don't get it. I was the one who dated Jacob first. What? But wasn't Serena the one who was engaged to Jacob? She stole Jacob from me and got engaged to him. She seduced him. It's awful, right? She stole my boyfriend. You've got to be kidding. But I love Jacob, so I tried to find a way to be with him. I somehow managed to win him back, and today we're finally getting married. What's so great about a man who switches between sisters like that? Well, I couldn't help it. I fell in love with him. Anyway, Serena's making me out to be the bad guy, and she's the one who stole him in the first place. But I can't believe Serena would do something like that. Serena has always been jealous of me, the pretty one who's popular. So she started messing with Jacob just to spite me. That's why, Mom, please tell her to drop the compensation claim. She's already found her own happiness, yet she's still trying to bring me down. Grace, please stop. Don't disappoint me any further. What? Mom, what are you talking about? Serena would never do something like that. Why not? 3 years ago, on her wedding day, she planned to surprise you with a message of gratitude. Even though you two weren't close, she wanted to thank you for being there because your presence helped her through a lot. She wrote in her letter that she was proud to have a beautiful and talented sister like you, Grace. That's a lie! It's the truth. There's no way someone as thoughtful as Serena would want to make you unhappy. She's not the type of person who would do such a thing. But really? That's enough. I intended to support you no matter what you did because you're my daughter. But I can't love someone who continues to mock Serena. Mom, please listen to me. I'm no longer your mother. We're done. Wait, please. No, my mind is made up. Nothing you say will change it. I'm going to respect Serena's feelings. And I don't want to witness this wedding either, so I'm leaving. Please live quietly far away from us. Never contact our family again. No way! Even you are leaving? Your father too. Goodbye. Serena, please come back. We've never heard of a wedding where none of the bride's family shows up. Family? But I thought Mom and Dad were there. They just texted me saying they were leaving. They don't want to see the ceremony and they're cutting me off. Well, that can't be helped. Please don't abandon your only sister. Mom cut ties with me and now I'm all alone. That's not my problem. You're the one who made Mom hate you. You're not really going to demand compensation, right? You wouldn't further push your poor sister who's been disowned by her parents, would you? My demand for compensation has nothing to do with you being disowned. So don't bother trying to gain my sympathy. So you're really serious about the compensation? That's what I've been saying, isn't it? Fine then. I'll never speak to you again. That would be a relief for me. I'm going to live a happy life with Jacob. Yes, please do. And tell Jacob not to contact me anymore either. What? What are you talking about? Bringing my husband today was partly for that reason too. I wanted Jacob to finally give up on me. I don't understand what you're saying. Jacob deeply regretted running away with you. What? He kept sending me messages on WhatsApp, telling me how much he regretted it. What do you mean? Grace, you're really cruel. You lied to Jacob about being pregnant, didn't you? How do you know about that? Jacob told me. That's why he chose you out of a sense of responsibility. But when he found out you weren't actually pregnant, he was devastated. After that, he kept reaching out to me, saying he wanted to get back together. No way! But you said you didn't know where we were living. That's true. I tried many times to get your address, but Jacob never gave it to me, no matter how much I asked. He knew it would be dangerous if he did. But he's marrying me. That's because I completely rejected the idea of getting back together. He already threw everything away to run off with you, and now he has no one else, so he really had no choice. He's reluctantly going through with the marriage, but I do hope you'll be happy together. No way! Why would he choose you over me? I'm so much prettier. Maybe that's the reason. What? Your looks might be all you have, so he realized he'd be better off with someone else. Sure, you're beautiful and have a great figure, but your personality is lacking. What do you mean lacking? How rude! There aren't many women as attractive as I am. There's more to a person's appeal than just looks, like kindness, being considerate, being good at housework, and so on. But it seems you only have one thing. That's why everyone ends up leaving you. No, that can't be. That's not true. Make sure Jacob pays the compensation. And don't ever contact me again. I'm going to block you after this message. Wait, please. Goodbye. We'll never see each other again. Mom, where are you now? I'm on the bus, heading home. You left the venue pretty early. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. How did things go with her? I told her everything I needed to say. It's over between us now. I see. It must have been really tough for you. It's okay. I think I tried too hard to get along with Grace just because we're family, even though we didn't see eye to eye. That's why I ended up spoiling her and letting her get out of control. Yeah, me too. She's been selfish since she was little, and both your father and I struggled with her. But we never noticed that she was secretly looking down on you. I'm sorry we made you suffer for so long. It's all right. I'm really happy now. If I had married Jacob, I wouldn't be with my husband now. That's true. I'll keep supporting you from now on. The wedding did take place, but with the bride's entire family gone and Grace in a foul mood the whole time, it was a complete flop. The guests left grumbling about how they regretted coming to such a dull event. And after I made sure to claim the compensation, the two of them started their married life in poverty. Grace, bitterly disappointed with how things turned out, began berating Jacob daily, causing their relationship to deteriorate rapidly. They ended up splitting just 3 months later. Grace has been desperately attending marriage hunting parties, but at nearly 30, with only her looks to rely on and a nasty personality, no one is interested in her. She's still living alone in a rundown apartment that's over 50 years old. As for me, I'm currently pregnant. Everything is going smoothly, and I recently started my maternity leave. My husband, as well as both of our parents, are eagerly awaiting the arrival of the newest member of our family.